end of another work week, and in doing so, we've made it to actually some beautiful conditions. It is a little chilly out there throughout. It has been chilly throughout the day, continues to be that case right now, but we've seen lots of sunshine this afternoon, and really this is just going to be the trend as we head into the weekend. So I just want to come and do a quick update on what we can expect into this weekend as well as early next week, kind of give you a heads up for what we can expect, but overall, this should be a relatively quick update. So if you can give me 30 seconds, maybe a minute, we'll have everything going here behind the scenes, and we'll get fully started with this update. But for the moment, what I'll do is I'll spin the camera around, show you those live conditions across the area, and really just emphasize the fact that we're looking at mostly clear skies, and honestly, most of the region, I don't even know if there is a cloud in the sky right now. We had some up towards Kalispell earlier this evening, but those have pretty much all fizzled away, and we're just left with those open big skies that we have here. We're going to continue to see this overnight tonight, and that's going to allow the temperatures to fall pretty quickly. So be aware, it's going to be a little, I'll say a little chillier than you might expect throughout the evening and overnight period. And honestly, that's going to be the case again for Saturday night and Sunday morning. I had to think about what day it actually was here there, but the next few nights are going to be a little bit colder than average, but nothing overly frigid by any means. But just be aware of that. It's also important if you have if you put any plants outside, make sure to cover them up. I know most of the region, most folks haven't done that yet, just because we're always dealing with the frost concerns, but tonight we're going to see those temperatures falling into the teens and 20s pretty much area-wide. So if you've got some sensitive plants that you might have on your porch or your balcony, make sure to get those covered or inside tonight, just to make sure we keep them nice, happy, and healthy when it comes to our gardens and such like that. But we're still a little ways away from most areas being ready to plant those gardens. But let me get started right into this again. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. If you have any questions or comments as we go throughout this update, which again should be on the brief side, feel free to ask those in the chat section, and I'll keep an eye on them over here on the other screen. So thank you again for tuning in this evening, and let us get started. Overall, mostly clear skies is what we're seeing right now. We had our cold front yesterday slide through the region, brought us snow showers, sometimes moderate to heavy at times, but by this morning, outside of southwest Montana, those were out of here, and then high pressure started building in on the backside. We've had northerly flow on the backside of that front today. That's helped to keep the temperatures a little bit cooler. So most areas, if not all of western Montana, was below average this afternoon. Our most mild spot in the state right now, 41 degrees in Missoula, 36 in Kalispell, 31 for Butte, 30 in Bozeman, and 28 towards Dillon. Highs this afternoon generally were in the 30s and 40s, and that was really statewide. As you can see, we're already back into the 20s and low 30s across the central and eastern portions of the state as well. Now, as we go throughout the rest of the night, we're going to be looking at these clear skies continuing. As that is ongoing, that's going to allow those temperatures to fall quickly tonight. We're talking 6 in West Yellowstone, 17 for Butte and Bozeman, 23 in Missoula, and 25 in Kalispell. It's going to start off on a chilly note, but by tomorrow afternoon, we're going to see some very nice conditions once again. Temperatures closer to average, maybe still just a hair below average towards Bozeman. Elsewhere, we're pretty close to average, if not above. 62 for Missoula tomorrow, 55 Kalispell, 50 in Butte, and 52 in Bozeman. We'll see that one more chilly night. I'm not even going to say cold night into Sunday morning. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s as compared to the teens and 20s. But then Sunday likely shaping up to be the warmest or second warmest of the next 5 days. Timing is going to be important as we head into Monday, but places like Missoula, maybe even into Hamilton, we could be in the upper 60s to low 70s for Sunday afternoon. Elsewhere, we're likely talking upper 50s and lower 60s, so Kalispell, Butte, Bozeman, those types of conditions. But overall, sunshine is going to be the main factor of our weather. We're going to see those warming conditions, lots of sunshine, just a few fair weather clouds out there this weekend. That's going to continue into at least the first part of Monday, but as we go throughout the day on Monday, you'll notice an increase in cloud cover. Here comes our next series of weak disturbances that are going to roll through, bringing those precipitation chances up to around 30 to 40, maybe even 50% Monday, Tuesday, and into Wednesday. But with this storm system, and I'm going to just stop this so it's not playing. There we go. You'll notice there's going to be a lot more green on this map. We're looking at those snow levels into early next week, generally 5,000 to 6,000 feet. So really it's going to be rain for our valleys and mountain pass snow and higher. We're going to see those scattered showers initially with that cold front Monday afternoon. Not expecting widespread coverage, but west central, northwest Montana will see the best coverage of that. As we go into Tuesday, we'll see the next wave that gives us at least a better chance of some showers, really area-wide at that point. Still looking snow levels around 5,000 feet. Temperatures, those highs still in the 50s area-wide for Tuesday afternoon. We'll see maybe a little bit of a break into early Wednesday morning, but then here comes the next wave. I'll say Wednesday morning is probably our best window to see a little bit of light snowfall accumulations up over our mountain passes. Right now, it doesn't look like a whole lot, maybe a dusting up to 2 inches, so just some minor travel impacts in the passes. Overall, not looking at anything too impressive into Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, that transitions back over to rain, and then by Thursday, we are quiet once again. High pressure looks to build back into the region. We're into the 60s once again, before we have to keep our eyes on maybe the next little system that rolls through Thursday night and into Friday. But overall, once we get past, I'll say this, once we get past Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're dry again. But until then, we're looking at really quiet conditions. Like I said, this was going to be a pretty quick update. Not a whole lot to talk about, at least in terms of impactful weather. So right now, my best advice, go out and enjoy the beautiful weekend we have. Whether you're making one last run to the slopes for some of the last weekends of the season, in a couple of our ski areas, or if you're just enjoying some hiking down in the valleys, or just going and doing some shopping around town, go out and enjoy this weekend. We're going to see some really nice conditions out there. Temperatures warming above average, looking at plenty of sunshine. Just don't forget the sunscreen. Sunscreen's always a good option when you have these bright sunny days. That's pretty much everything that I had. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. If you had a quick last second, if you got a question or comment, feel free to share those, and I'll keep an eye on as I just go quickly through the recap of what we can expect. So sunshine, above average temperatures this weekend for Saturday and Sunday, I should specify. And then as we get into Monday, an increase in cloud cover. Cold front arrives late Sunday late Sunday, man, it is the end of the work week. I am tired. Late Monday, then we'll see temperatures cool behind that cold front. Scattered showers Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, primarily valley rain and mountain snow. Likely looking at those snow levels 5,000 feet and above. Really the window, if we're going to see travel impacts for our mountain passes from some light accumulations of snow, is going to be Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning, and even that right now I'm not expecting to be too high. We have plenty of time to watch that. That could certainly change, but overall, no major systems look to be on the way. Just these quick little, this quick little cold front before some scattered showers for the early parts of next week. But then Thursday and Friday, well, that'll be kind of an interesting adjustment. We'll see those temperatures warming back up, maybe a little transient ridge of high pressure moves in before another cold front likely arrives for Friday, bringing us a few more showers. But like I said, nothing overly impactful. So I think with that, I will wrap it up. Thank you all for taking a little bit of your Friday evening to tune in. Enjoy this weekend. Enjoy the nice weather we have. And tune into our live broadcast tonight at 10. We'll have the latest news and weather updates, as well as tuning into this weekend. And you can join forecaster Brianna Henderson and Phil Howard at the anchor desk for this weekend's shows. And then I will be back on Monday for our live broadcasts at 5, 6, and 10 once again, as we look ahead to that next storm system, and likely about that time frames when that cold front should be rolling in with a few scattered showers for Monday afternoon. So thank you all for tuning in. Have a great evening and a fantastic weekend. And I'll see you all on the next one with NBC Montana. I'm meteorologist Mitchell Coombs.